There are a few times that we combined two Torah portions in one week. This is one of those weeks. Today's learning, we finished the Torah portion of Nitzavim, where we discuss God telling the Jewish people that He's given them the good, the bad, the life, the death, and He's made the heavens and the earth that are always here to be the witnesses, that He's given us the curses and the blessings, and we should choose life. Do we need Torah to tell us to choose life, to choose good? Couldn't we choose the good ourselves? So if we would be the ones choosing all the time, then it would be all about ourselves. And what happens if we decide that we don't want life? We want to choose a bad thing. We want to choose death. Then that would be okay. So comes the Torah and says, no, you have a commandment to choose life. We need to choose life. But this commandment is interesting. It's to choose, meaning that we have to think about it. We have to have the knowledge of what is out there and make the choice, and the right choice, to choose what's life. Because God wants our observance of Torah mitzvahs to permeate our lives. It shouldn't just be like robots, but we should think about them, feel about it, and yet choose the right thing, which is life. The second Torah portion that we start learning today is Vayelech. Vayelech means Moses went and spoke to the Jewish people and said he is 120 years old today, and he's not going to be able to lead them no more. It's going to be Yoshua. He will be the one to take them to the next stage, and he will lead them to the promised land, Israel. Today's Tanya, we discuss that the divine and godly soul that we acquire, it expresses its attributes in the following manner. Chesed, which is kindness, is the soul's yearning to want to be just like God. Just like God is kind, so same too, it wants to be kind and do all kind things. Gevorah, severity, strictness, is the attribute of being strict on himself to make sure that he's doing what God wants, knowing what the laws and the punishments of Torah are, and also by making boundaries to be sure that he stays in line with the Torah ways. Tiferes, beauty, is contemplating about God and beautifying the Torah and mitzvahs that He's given us. Sometimes you have a choice by doing a mitzvah, do it in a more beautiful manner. Choose a more beautiful option. If you, for instance, buying a mezuzah, there are more mezuzahs that may be handwritten nicer, maybe larger. Always try to go about the more beautiful way of doing a mitzvah. Then comes the attribute of netzach, which is victory. Sometimes a person has struggles. He has holdbacks. He has to be victorious in making sure that he pursues in doing the Torah and mitzvahs. Then comes hoid, which is splendor, which is being sure to always be thankful and gratitude to God for what He has given to us. Then comes yisoid, which is foundation, to understand that there is an amazing bond between us and God, and this is expressed when we think about Him and do His Torah and mitzvahs, and being able to have a pleasure in knowing that there is a constant bond with us and God. Then comes Malchus, which is kingship, and that is by us accepting upon us the kingship of God and working for Him like a faithful servant to His master. The mitzvah of today, we still discuss about calculating the Jewish calendar by the month and the years, and although it would have to happen only in a supreme Jewish court when witnesses will see the new month, there was a great sage, his name was Yehuda Hillel Hanasi, and this Hillel, he put together the Jewish calendar that we have until today, and he did so for the hardships that was happening in order to gather those witnesses and to establish the new month. So he went ahead and sanctified all the months and the years to come until Mashiach. And that's how we have our calendar today. Wishing you a wonderful day.